The next song that will be sung by the choir is having its first public rendering here this evening. It's a story of a very simple but a very Christian act of charity by a man known to many of you here in Rathmullen, John Deany, the late John Deany from the top of the town above the Bray. And the background to the story is in May 1966, a Spanish trawler drew into the pier here. One of the sailors had died at sea, and after the post-mortem he was buried here in the cemetery. The late John took it on himself to care for his grave, not knowing anything about the man or his family. He erected a wooden cross on his grave with the words on it, "Say a prayer for the Spanish sailor." Later, it was known that his name was Cilicio Alonso Romero. And the late Frank McAteer erected the present tombstone on his grave because his little sister Geraldine was buried next to him. I imagined in my mind a mother in Spain, probably on a fishing village, wandering up and down the shore, wondering whatever happened to her son. Was his grave filled with weeds, or was there somebody looking after it? Well, she wouldn't know. So I was very taken by the story, and eventually I just wrote a poem about it. But after a while, the poem morphed into the words of a song entitled "Say a Prayer for the Spanish Sailor." And a grandson of John's, David Caulfield, who lives in Athlone and is a musician, I sent the words to him, and he put on the melody. And Margaret McAteer here, she worked very hard with the music and with the words. So today you're hearing it for the first time, and I'm very grateful to all who have been involved with it, to David, his mother Mary, to Margaret here, and to Brian McKeever, who will sing the solo parts, and to the choir. And many thanks to Father Martin here for allowing us to have it as first airing here this evening. And I will read the words of the poem or of the song, so you perhaps will be able to follow it a bit better. It begins with a chorus. Pray for the sailor who lost his life at sea, trawling in the ocean for you and for me. He is still remembered along the Swilly's shore. A wooden cross tells a mother's loss. Say a prayer for the Spanish sailor. The early sun began to rise along a Spanish shore, and a mother sighed for the one she loved, she never would see no more. By Swilly's shore his body lies, beneath Tyrconnell's soil, to await the angel's trumpet we hope will call us all, followed by the chorus. And then, she looked again at the noonday sun, the hour he went to sea, and said a prayer for the one she loved, now in eternity. As the evening sun began to set, she mourned her tragic loss, but the same kind sun that warmed her heart warmed too a wooden cross, followed by the chorus. And then the last verses, I hope someday that she might know the heart that did not fail her. He raised the cross to comfort her loss. Say a prayer for the Spanish sailor. So now the choir
Swedish shore, and the mother sighed for the one she loved, she'd never see no more. By Swedish shore his body lies, beneath the colored soil, to awake the angel's trumpet, we hope will call us home. Pray for the sailor who lost his life at sea, strolling the ocean for you and for me. He is still remembered along the Swedish shore. A mother's lost, does a mother's lost, say a prayer for the Spanish sailor. She looked again at the noonday sun, the hour he went to sea, and said a prayer for the one she loved, now in eternity. As evening sun began to set, she mourned her tragic loss, but the same kind sun that warmed her heart warmed to a wooden cross. Pray for the sailor who lost his life at sea, trolling the ocean for you and for me. He is still remembered along the Swedish shore. A wooden cross tells a mother's loss, say a prayer for the Spanish sailor. Pray for the sailor who lost his life at sea, trolling the ocean for you and for me. He is still remembered along the Swedish shore. A wooden cross tells the mother's lost, say a prayer for the Spanish sailor. I hope someday that she might know the heart that did not fail her. He raised the cross to comfort her loss, say a prayer for the Spanish sailor.
Well done to Father Eddie and to all who collaborated with him on that beautiful song. I suppose when we do go to the graveyard, we may say a prayer for the Spanish sailor.